Alrighty. My stream is going now. Let's just double check. I just gotta make sure my live stream is live. Are we live? Yes, we are live. All right, bet. All right, I don't see no frames dropping. I think we're good. All right, let's go, man. Let's get into this game.
Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Indiana Hoosiers taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
This is our first home game of the season, man. It's crazy. We're in week 7.
And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game.
In the shoe. Bang out.
He'll return it.
Excuse me.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Hoosiers offense will go on the attack first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic,
I do
and
know
that's
my
the thing
players
that's so
there you go.
dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort.
Oh, we're number 3, right? Let's
go. It all has to
go.
start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right
That's
there,
it.
you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
The Hoosiers in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big
Oh
completion
my
here.
gosh.
Working the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. And
Looking deep down the right side. And it was worth going for the chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
it's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after.
They're
him. He
moving
thought
the
he
ball
might
in
have to
on
wait
us.
his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Gonna look
Screen
downfield
again.
They'll run the screen.
They love to screen.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here's a heat. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to do. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Unloads to the wideout.
Good shit.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass play.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. I thought, yeah, that's my fault, man. I hit the wrong button. I thought I was throwing to the bubble route.
Great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Yikes.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Hell no.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block.
Yo, 21, what the fuck are you doing?
Kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake.
Right there.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Intercepted a first.
I'm playing terrible.
Can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
2 interceptions in the first quarter is nasty.
The offense comes out ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass. Oh. Catch in the middle, it's Avery. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Use the play fake, down a throw. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there
he goes! And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
And he's winning block number 1.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on it after a good.
It's funny because that's not who I want to throw to, and I did it again.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll run it from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the 1st. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
No way.
Beck's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, fucking 3 or 4 interceptions. Those are nasty.
Will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not...
The catch.
He's got it inside the 30. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Webb. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over.
Bro, this is nasty.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Fuck out of here.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. This time he's got his man. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in a hurry up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Avery. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Hoosiers have this offense rolling.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Connection to the right. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Now from inside the red zone, using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
I need to pick on that.
Gets it out fast. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Webb. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Right, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously, getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air.
Good shit.
He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now,
Dime, thank you.
in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short.
Hit that.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one
Yeah,
going
we got
down
no
in
passing
Columbus
yards
today.
And the Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agrees.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got
I hate how
stuck
these
in
niggas just get
reverse.
caught on nothing, bro.
Bail them out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Finding an escape route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Good
Finds
catch.
a man in the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Got it behind the line. It's
Straight through number 4.
got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Webb. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Oh, they're after him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. They'll leave it with the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Fuck out of here.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Buchanan. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Made the play on the pick, was hoping
what am
to
I
make one on the
doing, bro?
return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. They think there's room to run to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From
Damn,
a player
bro, what the
standpoint, from
fuck?
a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Makes the grab. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Looking to throw again. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout.
Do some bullshit,
Just
bro.
too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any conversions.
Snagged in the middle. It's not. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Powers forward.
Good shit.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Now on the move. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snags it over the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Fuck out of here.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down.
Ooh, your number 4 is live.
Interception.
Who is that nigga, bro?
Down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
It'll be 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He dropped it? Nigga, it was in your fucking hands.
And they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the 2nd half when things are getting tight.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The Hoosiers want to move quickly. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking for room. It's Webb. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Finds his man. It's Buchanan. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Gives it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Throwing right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Shoots it to the left.
Wow.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. This almost certainly to win the game. All the plays, all the plans on
What's the
this
flag?
kick. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. They'll decline the penalty here. The result of the play stands. That last field goal put them on top. They're feeling good, but they can't relax yet. Have to cover this kickoff well. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Buchanan.
Oh my gosh, I just went on the Wildcat. Don't get caught. Oh, he went to go home.
They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.